Hello everyone, I'm going to talk about budgeting. So for budgeting, for some people it may be difficult, for others not so difficult. And like for me, when I started off with budgeting, I did the 50-30-20 rule, where 50% of my income will go towards needs. So this will be towards my rent, my utilities and groceries, things that I need in order to survive. And then 30%, so this 30%, so let's say like once that 50% is already like taken out, so this is for the other 50%. So the other remaining 50% of that, 30% will go towards wants, and these are things you just want that you could live without. And then this can be like a shopping, something like you want to go shopping for something, but you're kind of like putting it off. So this can be from that budget, from like that money set aside, or like a vacation you wanted to take, like a mini vacation or a staycation, that can come from that money from that budget. And then 20% goes towards savings or paying off debt. And you can even break it down further. From 20%, 10% goes towards the emergency fund, and 10% goes towards paying off debt. And this could be like any kind of debt you might have. It could be like a car loan, it could be student loans, it could be credit card debt. So, and then all that will go towards that. And then having this budget will like make sure like you have a peace of mind because everything is paid for, and also you have money to splurge on, so you're not like depriving yourself of like having fun or anything like that. Like, is as long as it's like accounted for. So like having this budget really will help you with having things accounted for, and you're not caught by surprise like, oh, where did my money go? You know exactly before the money hits your account where it's gonna go exactly. And so yeah, when I first started off budgeting, like I didn't know how to budget. Like, it took me like a while to like learn how to budget. And then I started off initially with the 50-30-20 rule, but as time went on, I did change the numbers a little bit to where they fit like my lifestyle. But when I first started off, I did a 50% needs, 30% wants, 20% savings or paying off debt. I think like as the months went on, I did like switch the numbers around a little bit, but like the concept was still there, or that like automatically the needs are paid for, and then everything else is taken into account. So it does take practice. It does not happen overnight, especially like from my experience, like someone who was like really not very good with budgeting. So it took me at least, like, to be honest with you, at least like 6 months to get into like the whole budgeting thing, because at first it was hard, especially like for me, I knew that my needs, I had to pay rent, I had to pay my phone, I had to pay my internet, I had to pay this, I had to pay my groceries so I can eat. So all those things I knew I had to pay for. The most difficult part was a 30-20 part I would mix up. So, you know, I would just like save a little bit and pay a little bit towards my debt, and then like splurge. Like, oh no, I deserve to splurge on myself. I keep forgetting that like no, only a certain percentage I'm supposed to splurge, use for splurging money, and I'm supposed to save more and pay more towards debt. So definitely takes practice. It does not happen overnight, but as time goes on, you definitely get better at it. And I mean, those numbers are not like set in stone. You can change them to where they fit your lifestyle and how you want them to make sense to you. But if you're not sure where to start or where to like to begin with your numbers, definitely a 50-30-20 rule is a good place to begin. And then as you become more confident in your skill and become more confident in budgeting, and then you can change your numbers around to where they make sense to you. But yeah, definitely that takes time, it does takes practice, and then like it gets better. So yeah, like like no joke, when I started, it took me a while before I finally like became comfortable, became confident with budgeting. So definitely like don't be too hard on yourself. If you don't like meet the exact numbers, like okay, 50, 30, 20 rolls, how much you had, like just be patient with yourself, and then but as time goes on, definitely like it gets better.